Okay, people. I put on my Facebook page because once again, turn that. Um, I'm pissed right now. I am livid. I'm upset because in my 47 years, I have been abused by my family. Family members have witnessed it. Friends have witnessed it. There are people who can vouch for it in the school system, because the school also abused me and stuff, right? But I was told, just suck it up, right? And everything. Okay. As you guys know, in 2020, our wonderful, whatever you want to call this crap of a world, right? My job fucked up. And basically, my First Amendment right, I'm allowed to curse, allowed to think about this and everything, right? Basically screwed over the per diems because they go, oops, they actually are state workers and everything, right? So all the crap that was going on when we were out of work in the 20, okay, this leads up to all this, by the way, what's going on. Now, my whole life, my mother and my sister think they know everything. I don't care if you go run to my family right now and whatever, you people that are on here that do that and sometimes, or the people that are spying on, because I have people, trust me, after what happened with the ex-boyfriend in England, finding out that he was still looking at my page, that's another story. Okay? I sit here with people who think they know everything. Or they got a guy. They got this, right? Okay. Yes, I'm half Italian. We got guys. We got whatever. Okay. Right? But no. This is the last friggin' straw. Okay? One, the job screwed me over in 2020 because people at work felt that they should be entitled to what I was getting. Okay, listen. A per diem only works 18 hours. We have to work other jobs. But thanks to the pandemic, all of our other jobs, even if they weren't non-paid or anything, they were leading to other things and stuff, right? I didn't get extra money I needed to pay my bills and stuff. So I was entitled to that extra $600 a week. But no, my supervisors and coworkers cried because that's not fair. She's working here. No. You guys have full-time jobs. I did not have a full-time job, not even a part-time job. Okay? So no one should have called, because when I went to court for it, by the way, they let me know who called. They let me know who did whatever. And a lot of people from my job tried to call and say it was not fair, blah, 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 and everything. I was entitled to that. But because of the rules and everything and all the other stuff that was going on and everything, I won and lost at the same time. Okay? I owed $2,600 to unemployment because of people making false phone calls and everything else because they had to settle that score. Found out that my job lied about me I'm allowed 20 hours, not 18. Well, actually 20 plus, but don't ask about that one, right? Then I found out all this other stuff and everything and all that because of my court case, now unemployment is based on hours because someone during the pandemic jumped the gun instead of, all this stuff, right? And like jump the shark, jump the gun. Those are expressions, people. So do your fact checks on that because some of you don't realize different cultures, different terminologies, different things. Learn that. Okay? Stop thinking there's only one. The world would be very boring if there was only one thing in the world. And trust me, nobody would be procreating because they would be running around not figuring out what to do. Okay? Letting that sink in for a second. Because right now I'm pissed. Okay? So I had to pay back $2,600 and $1,100 to New York State Tax and Finances. Okay? Then, to top it off through all of that, my tax guy jumped ship, right? So my mother goes, I know a guy. He was my student at the grade school. Meanwhile, the grade school shut down and everything, right? I know his mom and everything, right? I have no idea who this person is. She claims I don't know this person. Okay? They're younger than me. They're whatever. Okay, right? Not once, not twice, fucks up my taxes. And I can curse, First Amendment right, blah, blah, blah. Okay? But she wants to keep going to him because she knows, right? Even my dad said something's not right with this guy. Okay? I was on the phone all day today to find out that someone who does not have a learning disability fucked up my taxes. Because this is the same guy who told me call to get a replacement check. Well, my first check, instead of doing an investigation, because we found out it was stolen, I'm still waiting with the Department of Fiscal Services for them to do their friggin' ass job and everything, because they took my 2021 refund, putting me in more debt. That was $1,200. Okay? If you think this is privilege, this is not privilege. I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they have it worse than me. Because they see this, they see all this, and they tell me, I go to work and people are like, do you really work here? Do you really work? Guys, if one more person who is not here 24/7 with me, keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't tell me that I'm doing something. Okay? My mother and my sister only call me when they want something. All right? Do you know, since the engagement party, my sister has not called me? Okay? No one calls me unless they want something. But if I call for help or anything, it is like, do it yourself, you fucking mixed up brain and everything with dyslexia. Try hearing that your whole life when you're diagnosed in 6th grade. Okay? Try hearing all that other stuff and everything. Try getting through the fact that you have your own way to organize things, but your family doesn't want that way because you're not following or obeying them and everything. Okay? So right now, I was, like I said, on the phone with New York State Tax and Finance Department to find out that my tax guy fucked up my tax return again, and I have to pay more money now because of everything. All because from 2020, a pandemic, a stolen check, unemployment, and everything else with my fucking job. Okay? Okay? You loving which finger it landed on. And everything else in this friggin' ass life and family that I have, that people are like, oh no, you're no, you're not here 24/7. My sister is not here 24/7. Okay? She claims my mother, I'm here. Who is my mother talking to? Okay? Sometimes I think my mother's talking to nobody. Okay? My mother is dying. My mother is mentally gone. Alright? But here's the thing. She ain't going down without a fight, but she's also fucking my life up. But all of you are like, no, you're over-exaggerating. Like, I got cursed out because I didn't go to my niece's engagement party. Well, let's see. My sister was trying to dress me to look like a frumpy no good and everything. Kept me in one store instead of saying, if I couldn't find a friggin' dress, let's go to a different store. You know? Let's not stay in Macy's for 3 hours. Let's go, there's a mall, you know? Let's go look for a dress that will work. Not stay in the same friggin' floor that the sales clerks are like, does your family, and my sister being a toothpick, my niece being a toothpick, and me who has curves cannot fit in the clothes they were looking at, and the stuff I wanted to wear didn't have my size. So let's get out of store, go to another store. And then my dad's like, no, I'll take you to Kohl's. No, I'm not going to Kohl's. Nothing in Kohl's I like. The only thing they have I like there is the anime, which is My Hero Academia. That is it. Okay? The stuff I wear, the stuff I do, is not what they like. They don't know who I am. But because I grew up in a thing where it says, honor your mother and father, be responsible and everything, right? I had one person tell me they forgot I was white. Okay? I had one person tell, like, even like I said when I go to work, it's like I try to help people at work and they're like, do you really work here? Do you, like, people are really driving me nuts to the point where I'm at a breaking point. And if you ask the friends who are here 24/7, who are trying to make me not fall, nobody wants to believe them. Some of them can't even come here because they don't want to deal with my mother after what she's pulled on them. But according to my sister, my mother, everyone, stop making trouble. You're just over-exaggerating. You're doing whatever. There are people who witness this. There are family members. But are they doing anything? No. They never did. Teachers abuse me, right? Oh, just tough it up, right? I got kicked out of bioethics class because the teacher wasn't getting paid for special ed. Okay? Now, You fast forward to this, I'm stuck in a house trying to work. I'm fighting with them to go to work because I have to be trained for a different division all next week. And I'm being told, because I'm an unwed single person who doesn't know about their own safety and everything, why a job has to put someone in danger and all. The problem with this world is we became more segregated, more racist, and more whatever. Because I never in my life felt so out of place, so whatever, because people keep going like they're entitled. They're entitled. Well, guess what? I was entitled to an education that I didn't get. I was entitled to a job that I was turned down for because I can't speak another language because of a learning disability. I'm entitled to be loved by people. I should not have to be made fun of and have to write a 408-page book because people want to lie about me. So today, if anyone says that I'm not helping, that I'm not doing anything for them, that I am not literally at their beck and call, you wonder why? Because where were you for me? I got an ex-boyfriend that ditched me in 2016, that lied about everything. Meanwhile, I was stalking my whole pages. Okay? Still will not tell the truth. I got family that literally thinks they know everything about me and doesn't. You guys know more about me. And when I ask them for help, I'm left with a bigger mess and get blamed for that mess. And yet those people who think they're I thought were friends, I had to get off my page. I had to literally get rid of them. All because they think they know everything. If you want to know everything, there's a phone, there is this, call me. Like I said, my sister doesn't call me. My niece doesn't call me. No one calls me. The only people that actually talk to me are you guys. And people who are on my Instagram and some of my Facebook. Because they know what's going on. They understand what's going on. But I love when family lets me down. I love when everybody else thinks they know everything. You don't know everything. My sister and my mother are the biggest liars going. Okay? Trust me, if you want to know about my sister, there's a lot you would love to know about. Especially when records are sealed. Okay? There's a lot on my mother you should know about what she did to me growing up. I have a friggin' permanent bald spot because of her. My mother's not innocent. But I'm the one who got shafted into this. Because no one wants to take responsibility. But yet everyone wants to put their responsibility on me. So this year, like I said, even all the stuff that they said to me, it's my year. I'm taking care of me. And the first thing I'm doing is getting a new tax guy. The next thing I'm doing is I'm going down to where I have to go to get trained and everything. But I'm going, and I'm coming home when I want to come home. Because I'm sick and tired of this. She wanted Dad to go all the way down to the city to get me. I'd never make it home. I'm already stressed out enough as it is. Okay? My ideas were to walk to work and walk home. Because there's no money. There is no money. If I had money, I'd be on a bus. I just had to beg my father. And he had to go try to find, because he doesn't have it, money for me to go down to the city. So I could be trained in something that I know I can't handle because of my dyslexia. But that's okay. You know? I know my limitations, and that's another crap thing. Like everyone says, oh, it magically appeared like at work. I'm like, no, it was there. I was in a part of an institution that basically of my job where the dyslexia wouldn't have mattered. I would have had little hiccups. Where I am now, I have big hiccups because it's reading. Reading to me is not fun. Reading is fun. No, reading is not fun to me. But I was forced to because I live in a world where I wasn't babied. I wasn't coddled. I wasn't whatever. You see this friggin' ass tooth? I ran into a bed frame at 3.5 years old before my baby tooth fell out. Broke the string here. That tooth is permanently like that. Do you know when it came in for a picture at school, she started cursing me out? Was not my fault because she's the one that used to wax the floors and didn't watch me. She left me wedged between a wall and a bed frame when I was 2 months old. She dropped me on a friggin' slate floor when I was learning to walk. She let my sister hit me with a golf club at Jellystone Park. Okay? She let them push me into a light pole at the Botanical Gardens. I have a lot to complain about. But yet people let them abuse me. So if anyone would like to contribute to all the money I had to spend out because people wanted to be entitled to what I was getting, would you love this entitled life I have? I feel bad for the friends I do have on here that want to be friends with me or get to know me. Because I warned everybody, I said, I'm the good one. And they always say, there's something wrong. Yeah, it's the rest of the family. I have been trying to escape this for years. And I sacrificed everything. My hair is not even done in 2 years. And they expected me to go celebrate my niece's party, wearing frumpy clothes and all this other stuff that does not work with me. I had stuff, right, that was appropriate, that I saw from the pictures that would have been appropriate, but not in my sister's eyes. Nothing with cartoons. No, you didn't look right. No. I am not. My original measurements were 36, 24, and 36. All right? When I was acting. It is not my fault that I have now a little more weight put onto me. That I am now 38, whatever you want to call my waist, because I have fibroids. Okay? And maybe a 40 hips, you know? Maybe a little thicker hips because of everything and stuff. But that's mostly muscle now because I have been walking since the friggin' pandemic started to work. So from the thighs and legs down is all friggin' muscle. Okay? And muscle weighs more than whatever. But I have a shape. They don't. So I cannot fit the clothes they were picking out. I also am a tomboy who does not wear plunging necklines and all the other stuff and everything. So that was the first thing in January. Then now all this stuff. So from 2020 till now, anyone who has not been here, who thinks they know everything about my life, you don't. And if you're listening to ex-friends and ex-boyfriends, there's a reason they are ex-boyfriends and ex-friends. Because if they actually cared, they would stay. And trust me, I'm going to try to put this on YouTube because I am sick and tired of everyone thinking they know everything. So, if you would like to contribute... One of my friends just said, calm down or you're going to have a... They're telling me calm down. I can't calm down. Another friend is like, what the hell happened? I'm trying to tell them rewind everything. So everyone's coming out of the woodwork now. But when I need people, nobody's around. I am out money. I am out stuff. But everyone keeps saying, hey, even the job, when they changed the friggin' dress code, I can't afford to keep buying clothes for the entitlement of people who don't know what to do. We had it down to a point where people were dressing respectfully and still making it fun because part of customer service is to diffuse a situation when you have irate people. If you cannot diffuse that situation, because I'm trained in customer chaos, we got a problem. I was using my animation stuff to distract and deflect so that people would calm down everything, be distracted so I can get them in and get them out. Now people are like, oh, you so bougie, whatever this word is. I just learned this word and everything. So entitled, so on. I am not, no, if I hear one more person say entitled or do you belong here? Don't do that. Because that's reverse of what the hell everybody's saying on the news and stuff. Okay? I can't get a freaking job because of things. Because everyone's like, oh, we don't want your kind. We don't want this. We don't want someone who can't read. We don't want someone who can't. Do you understand what discrimination is? It's not only for one sector of the world. It's for all sectors. Just like I keep saying, there are multiple cultures, multiple religions, multiple whatever. This world would be friggin' boring if there was only one thing. And remember, in the Bible, they created one thing that walked the earth, but got lonely. Think about it. But then you got to remember, too, that's just one viewpoint of a thing. There's another viewpoint that says that we are one and the same. In another religion, there is another. But you see, people are blinded, because they don't want to see that there is multiple sides, multiple facets, multiple things, because they only want to concentrate on one thing: war, politics, and how to screw somebody over. Okay? I'm sick of people and their ideologies who think of everything. We are allowed to have our ideals. We are allowed to have our voices. We are allowed to have our opinions. But if you will not let me express my opinions and everything else and listen to what my side of it is, because you think you know everything, my supervisor at work thinks she knows everything with unemployment. The other ones think they know everything. I went through hell for 17 years with people who think they know everything when they don't, because I was not the one that fit their mold. And if I hear one more person say, oh, you white girls look alike, oh yeah, that's another thing. And under the First Amendment right, I'm allowed to say all this because it is my right to say it. Because I am sitting here trying not to have a nervous breakdown, trying not to pull my hair out, even though my mother did it already when I was younger, because of all this craziness that is not my fault. And I proved over these years, at work, at home, with the family, that it is not me. It is the people who caused this to me. Do you think I want to... Everyone keeps telling me, move, do whatever, right? There's no money to move, because how am I supposed to make my move when I can't get out to make my move? All the stuff that was making me my money has been taken away because I have to honor thy mother and father. I have to, right? So how am I supposed to fix the mess my mother made in here, clean my apartment in freezing ass weather because it's freezing? I have a piece of cardboard sitting in my window so that the wind don't come in because I'm on the highest point in the Bronx, in a freezing ass apartment where I can't even afford my electric bill because of everything, because no one wants to put heat up. And I have to now pay more money to New York Taxation Finances. Bureau of Fiscal Service is not even talking to me and stuff and everything because they're too busy with this year's, right? I have to find a new tax guy. I have to deal with two people who call me a mixed up, fucked up brain and everything. Stress level beyond that, and I have to go down for training with stuff that I know I cannot do because it's forms, it's paperwork. I can't handle that. I know my limitations. But I am sick and tired of people who think they know everything, who think that they got a guy, that I'm not talking... No. I have a broken nose in here and stuff that never got fixed because a softball hit me from my supervisor when I worked at Babies R Us. Because I said to my mom, let's go to the hospital, because my mom came out, and she said, what's wrong? Because she didn't want to take me, she wanted it as punishment for me for going, right? I have a deviated septum. I have a bone sitting right here, right? But I have no insurance to get it fixed. Okay? I have a lot of stuff that was caused by other people because I was trying to better my life. Because I'm supposed to be trusting of people. Well, guess what? The reason I keep coming back to this friggin' life is because every time I think I'm going to trust somebody, they fuck it up. So yeah, I keep coming back to try to find people to trust so I can move into my next things and all of that. No. Once again, this life is trust issues. Because people stab me in the fucking back. I'm done. I am so done. It's not funny. I am sick and tired of this. So, out $2,600, out $1,100, out $1,200, out another $200, out another, and all that money since 2020 to 2022 of July from unemployment that I had to, like, that was like $100 a week extra to make up the difference for my paycheck. All that money gone because people thought they were doing the right thing. People thought that this is how it's supposed to be because they know everything. No, they don't. So right now, I'm saying this again. Unless you come bearing gifts of money, regular milk chocolate peanut chews, meaning dark chocolate, the red bag, and other things that will not have me destroy, because remember, the pen is mightier than the sword. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of writing and typing because of this to certain agencies and governments and stuff because of how people screwed this up. I'm done. Don't ask me for anything unless you are going to pay me. And there are only certain people that are void of that statement right now. Only certain people. And they will know who they are. Anybody else? You want my advice? You want me to do public relations for you or anything like that? Except for certain people who have not done me dirty, who have not stabbed me in the back, who have actually believed everything and have worked with me and everything and stuff. You're paying me. I'm sick and tired of being undervalued and underappreciated. And dealing with people who think they know everything. Because by the universe, I wish them good, I wish them well, but they will go to hell. Because I am done with all this entitlement of others. Where you're only entitled to air, food, and water. You're lucky to get a shelter. But don't any of you open your friggin' mouths to me ever again. Unless it is something normal. Or you are saying, I'm sorry, forgive me. And making up for all the lies, the deceit, and everything else you have done to me. Because you don't want to be near me right now. Maybe the job is lucky I'm going down for training. Because if I see any of those people who called unemployment, who called the New York State, that I have the list. I have the list. One of my friends said, oh yeah, we know that list. Because they saw the list. They're like, how the hell could those people do you dirty like that? And some of them were friends. Some of them were friends. Trust me, I've caught that job in lies once before thanks to a friend at work. Okay? Caught them talking crap about me and everything and stuff. Two-faced, you know. But the batch that there is there that I know of that are here now, there are some good ones. But I am sick and tired of everyone who thinks they know everything destroying my life. Nobody speak to me unless you are honest, truthful, and coming with a big fat check. Because I am sick and tired of this mess. Even she is too. Because it's freezing in here. I was cleaning out the garbage, cleaning out everything. And I had to stop because I had to make phone calls. That is why she's pissed right there too. So please, people. Stop it. Stop it now. And start listening to me. because you have the better life than I do.